Hey everyone, today I'll be reviewing the RF Kerch, which is currently the newest cruiser in the game, and it is the final reward for this month's Battle Pass. As usual, we'll go over its stats, firepower, survivability, and usage tips, and at the end, I'll share my final opinion on this ship. Here are the fully upgraded stats of the ship. Its durability is the same as Arkansas, but lower than Long Beach. Its speed is lower than Pyotr Veliky, though it has slightly better maneuverability, but still less than Arkansas. Its radar range matches that of Pyotr Veliky, which is lower than Long Beach. Lastly, its sonar range is higher than that of Pyotr Veliky, and it is higher than that of the other cruisers mentioned before. This ship has great firepower, largely due to its missiles and grenade launchers, because it is equipped with 4 of each, which is an impressive amount for both weapons. On top of that, you can improve both of their firepower since none of them are locked onto the ship. This is the first cruiser to feature this many customizable missiles and grenade launchers simultaneously, and the potential damage output from these 2 weapons alone is massive. It's greater than what even the best cruisers can achieve. Take a look at how much damage this ship can accumulate when equipped with TRG and BrahMos 2. For comparison, I'll show you how much some of the best cruisers can accumulate. As you guys saw, the difference in their accumulated damage is significant, and it's impressive for a ship to have a firepower with a really great damage potential. With that, I can confidently say this cruiser is among the best when it comes to firepower. However, there is a slight issue with its grenade launcher that may affect your ability to use the ship's overall firepower, and that is, if you use a manual fire grenade launcher, you may encounter trouble when getting an accurate shot. This is because the ship uses 2x2 slots for grenade launchers, requiring players to switch between the 2 pairs during battle to adjust their aim. This isn't a problem if you're fighting at close range against a slow opponent, but it becomes an issue when facing an agile enemy at mid or long range. Furthermore, the problem worsens when you factor in that most manual fire grenade launchers shoot multiple projectiles with slow projectile speeds. If you want to avoid this inconvenience, you can opt for guided grenade launchers, but keep in mind that they won't be able to intercept torpedoes. The ship is also equipped with a cannon, but unlike the other 2 weapons, it doesn't contribute much to its overall firepower since it's relatively weak, and you can't further enhance its firepower since it's locked onto the ship. But it can be useful in securing kills, and it has the ability to target enemy aircraft, which helps enhance the anti-air capability of the ship. As for its anti-submarine capability, it should be obvious that it's strong given the number of grenade launchers the ship carries. However, it's not just powerful but also highly efficient, as it can seriously damage submarines while easily detecting them thanks to its impressive sonar range. With this level of capability, dealing with submarines should be a straightforward task. The survivability of the ship is decent. It has a durability that feels like an upper-level destroyer, and it's awfully slow, slower than any of the Kirov-class battlecruisers in the game. But on the bright side, it has a fairly good maneuverability, allowing the ship to turn faster than Pyotr Veliky. It also has a tremendously strong anti-air capability, being equipped with 10 air defense systems. 2 of these are locked anti-air missiles, the same ones used by the Kirov, offering solid power and a decent reload time, though their range is shorter than that of the Krotel air defense system. Furthermore, it has main cannons that enhances its anti-air capability since it can target air units, as mentioned earlier. With such strong anti-air capability, you might overlook the fact that its durability is poor for a cruiser, especially considering its firepower. However, keep in mind that this advantage applies only against air units. When facing surface ships, you'll quickly realize the negative impact of its low durability. This ship is versatile and can engage at any range, but if you're using a manual fire grenade launcher, you should stick to close and mid-range combat and lure your opponents into it. As I mentioned before, these launchers fire multiple projectiles at slow speeds, making it difficult to hit highly mobile targets at long range. By staying within close to mid-range, you can minimize or even eliminate this issue. While you do have missiles for long-range engagements, the fact remains that you're not utilizing the full power of the ship in these fights. As for its role, since this ship is a cruiser, it's inherently good at support and defense. However, it's best used as a support ship because its firepower greatly benefits those in the offensive role. It will help them eliminate targets and advance toward the enemy side quickly. You might be wondering about its effectiveness in an offensive role. While it has the firepower to be effective, it lacks the speed and durability to support it. In a fight, you'll quickly take heavy damage, potentially losing most of your HP or even getting eliminated, something you definitely want to avoid when there are still more opponents to face. For this reason, it's best to avoid taking on an offensive role with this ship. Also, avoid taking on multiple opponents alone, and don't overestimate the ship's strength. With the firepower it holds, it's easy to feel invincible, but always keep in mind its drawbacks and remember that victory comes from teamwork and coordination. No matter how powerful your ship is, it's no match for a well-coordinated enemy team. Moreover, as a support ship, you're not supposed to engage in a solo fight. You should always stay with your team. Lastly, if you're using a grenade launcher with anti-submarine capability, and your team lacks submarines or anti-submarine weapons, you should prioritize eliminating enemy submarines whenever possible, as they can be a major threat to your teammates. Also, this ship is designed to counter them, so it should be used as intended. And with its strong anti-submarine capability, dealing with them should be relatively easy. Here is my build for Kerch if you guys are interested in it. For the missiles, as usual, I use full BrahMos 2 since it has a good balance of speed and power. If you want a cheaper option, you can opt for the Type 17 SSM, as it seems to be the closest to BrahMos 2 in terms of performance. For the grenade launchers, I use full TRG since it has a high damage output and can harm submarines. Alternatively, you can go with a full RBU 2500, which is less powerful than TRG but can rack up significant damage due to its shorter reload time. And unlike TRG, it can intercept torpedoes, making it arguably the better choice. If you guys don't want to deal with the grenade launcher issue I mentioned earlier, you can go for MRLS, but if you want something that is less difficult to acquire, you can go for Astros 2 instead. As for the helicopter, I stick with the Phenom as usual since its 2 aviation reserves allow me to deploy it twice during battle, giving me a strategic advantage. For air defense, I use a full Sea Dart setup since it's powerful and has a long range, though it comes with a longer reload time. If acquiring it is difficult, you can go for Crowtail, which has good power but a shorter range. However, if you're looking for a more balanced option, Garpun is a good choice. Here are the advantages and disadvantages of the ship. Overall, it's a solid ship, and it's definitely worth having. It's highly effective and versatile, capable of handling air, surface, and underwater threats with ease. While its speed and durability are major drawbacks, adopting a support role in battle helps mitigate its durability issue. This leaves speed as its only significant weakness, and ultimately making its advantages far outweigh its downsides. If you're looking for a cruiser that excels in its role and can handle any threats you encounter, this ship is definitely worth considering. Now I'll leave you guys a video of the gameplay of the ship for you guys to see how it performs in battle, and that'll be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys like it, and if you all did, please leave a like and subscribe to support me. Thank you so much for watching.